Hello, I'm Wayne Crothers, Senior Curator of Asian Art.
And I'm Sunita Lewis, Curatorial Project Officer of Asian Art.
We're here at the NGV Melbourne, Australia's oldest and most visited art gallery. Today we wanted to give you a short tour of some Indian and South Asian highlights in our collection. You can visit the gallery anytime and see these works in person for free. The NGV is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. across two locations, NGV International, where we are today, and NGV Australia, a 5-minute walk across the bridge to Federation Square. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which the NGV is built, the Wurundjeri Woi Wurrung people, and pay respects to their elders, past and present. Established in 1861, the National Gallery of Victoria made its first acquisition of Asian art in 1862. The collection of South Asian art spans from spiritually inspired historical sculptures to surprising 21st century creations, like the chrome-plated bronze motor scooter beside me, made by the contemporary artist Subhadip Gupta. Some of the highlights from the National Gallery of Victoria South Asian collection include over 300 paintings that bring to life historical events and the daily life of the 17th century Sultan's courts of Delhi and the 18th and 19th century Rajput kingdoms of Rajasthan. Currently on display, we have 3 stories interwoven through different textile traditions. During the late 19th century, the National Gallery of Victoria purchased a group of textile samples that showcases the diversity of woodblock stamped textiles produced throughout the subcontinent. Block printing has been practiced for centuries and is one of the oldest decorative textile techniques to have been used. Wooden blocks incised with intricate designs are stamped with dye-resistant glue or pigment across lengths of fabric, then submerged in natural dyes in a process that is repeated numerous times to create multicoloured patterns. The resulting stylized geometric and plant motifs that include intricate floral paisley and borders of swirling vines and flowers reference designs found in both Persian and Islamic carpets and architecture. Now Sunita will introduce us to several other textile and costume highlights currently on display.
Thanks, Wayne. Mirror work, or shisha, refers to the inclusion of small pieces of mirror or reflective metal in embroidery. Originating in 13th century Persia, the practice was popularized in India during the Mughal Empire, when the process of manufacturing tiny mirror discs was developed. The predominant use of red and yellow with other colors and the mass application of small mirrors has become a masterful and representative technique of communities along the desert border of India and Pakistan. The pieces of mirror are typically the focal point of textile works they adorn and are often placed at the center of floral motifs and mandalas. Combined with other forms of decorative embroidery, the mirrors are held in place entirely by a network of surrounding stitches to produce these intricate and vibrant works. Shisha holds specific religious significance stemming from traditional Islamic and Hindu beliefs. Mirrors act as a form of protection against the evil eye, reflecting bad luck away from the wearer. Shisha torans are also hung at the front door of the home to ward off evil spirits. Another example of textiles currently on display are these 4 saris. The first 3 are an intergenerational wedding trousseau passed down through the female members of the same family from West Bengal. Originating in the ancient city of Kanjipuram, these saris are woven from pure mulberry silk thread and renowned for their quality and weight. According to Hindu mythology, Kanchi silk weavers are the descendants of sage Makanda, a folk hero who wove cloth from lotus fibers for the gods. This unique grouping of works illustrates the diversity of colour and pattern utilised in Indian textiles. Here we have on display a selection of gold jewellery from Sri Lanka, another recent donation. Included are earrings, a bracelet, swan pendants and a tali necklace, traditionally worn throughout Sri Lanka and India. Tali necklaces originate from the centuries-old practice of tying a yellow thread around the bride's neck during a Hindu wedding ceremony to symbolize the new couple's eternal union. Once worn, the thread or necklace is never removed. This tali features a pendant in the shape of the Hindu deity Shiva, the divine masculine, intended to complement Shakti, the divine feminine energy of the bride. thalis continue to hold strong cultural relevance and are still worn by many women today.
Thank you, Sunita, and thank you for joining us on this short tour of a few South Asian art highlights from the NGV collection. You can learn more about the NGV collection on our website, through social media, or by visiting the NGV. We hope you enjoyed the tour.